go. Go ahead and load in. Alright. Yeah, I kind of just taking care of some stuff real quick. Should be my checkbox right there. Alright, so I'm still kind of like trying to get my Twitch chat stuff up and about and everything like that, but I guess while I kind of do the waiting game, I'll go ahead and just get started. So, hey yo, my fellow remote maniacs, it's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to technically another installment of Let's Play Live, where I stream random things at random times for various different reasons, and I'm back with some more Night Rain, aka Elden Ring Night Rain, for those that don't know. In the last stream, I attempted to do a thing with the Ending Raider. I was attempting to try and take on the final two bosses of the game again. This time, like with loadouts that were made preferable for the effective weaknesses for the bosses and everything. We got pretty well. The first boss that we took on in that stream was the Fissure in the Fog, aka Caligo. Um, that went pretty nicely there, no real issues. But then came Night Aspect, aka fucking Hilfer. So, unfortunately, it took about like 3 attempts to even do a thing with him. But because the first 2 times people were kept leaving, and everything, it was just like, what's the point? And then the second time, or the third time, we managed to get to the boss, but we ended up falling short. And I've been trying like crazy in a sense, to deal with it off stream, but haven't really had the best of luck. And probably one of the worst lucks that I've had in a sense was that um, we get the Shrouded City shifting Earth, for an aspect and expedition, and we're more or less deep inside of the Shrouded City on day 2, and then all of a sudden, Libra does this little thing, and it pretty much like invades the lands and all that, and it fucking it kind of I don't know if I want to say like halves their health or whatever, but it basically fucks with their health and and stuff like that. And we were trying to go to we were trying to do everything in Shrouded City, because it's like when you get that when you get that shifting earth, it's like it's best to try and be able to get to it, get through it as much as possible. And then by the time I think like when I think it was like around the end of when I think it was around like when like day 2 was wrapping up. I was attempting to try and go, deal with, like possibly lifting the curse. But unfortunately, he disappeared, and it still left our health pretty much, halved or whatever. So, and that was like really fucking annoying because, with our health bars, the way that they were, even though like a high level and everything like that, it's like it would not be suffice to try and go into that boss of all things, the final boss, with all that. So I decided like, what, I'm gonna try and do it again on stream, and I'll probably dedicate it more or less to to killing the boss. So yeah. And this is my little relic loadout I've got. I have my starting armor that deals holy damage. Um, items confer effect to all nearby allies. I think it's like from boiled crab, boiled prawn, gold and silver pickle foul feet. I think it's like salted flesh or something like that. Just like a few little things. I don't know that. I got plus 2 in vigor. I got damage taken while using character skill improves attack power and stamina. I got arcane plus 3, the ultimate arcane's plus 1. And I was kind of looking for some I was looking for like a different possible Ash of War to use. So I was just like looking about and everything, and I found Eruption, and I thought it was probably one of the best ones that it has. It's like add draw enemy attention while guarding, change the Pyramid's armored skill to Eruption at start of expedition, and physical attack up plus 2. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much how that is. And I've been kind of thinking about it too, about like I think I talked about this before already, but like I think I've been having like like a bit of an idea on having certain characters do like a little revenge arc per se, where they go into a certain boss area with with like loadouts that are effective towards the boss's main weakness. Because like the first one that I did in a sense was when I did a thing with Iron Eye. And I think I have one for Duchess as well. I think I have like some stuff set to the hurt stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's holy. That's that's poison and frost. This here's my little loadout that I sometimes play with, when I'm playing as Duchess. I got a Blood Laws Poison Mist thing. That there's a fire. That there's technically my Infinity Random Infinity build. Blood Loss. Blood Loss and Frost. I think this is kind of like a FP type build. I can't remember exactly. And that one's my lightning loadout. So yeah. Yeah, it's been kind of unfortunate where it's like, I get so damn close, like, into, dealing with the boss and everything like that, and all of a sudden it just goes. Sometimes it's best to try and re-queue. Another question of the day, or a question of the night, I guess, is will we actually get into a session? Because, as much as I want to try and, do a thing of like trios, or, like part of me is kind of like, in a sense, like, maybe it's like, oh, I wouldn't mind if it was just duos, but trying to find that is, yeah. It's like, no one knows actually what the fuck gonna happen. I'm just being like, supposed to be stuck on like 2 or 3 for, 2 out of the 3 for this whole. Finally. About to say, oh boy, this is gonna be quite a thing. If it's gonna be like two recluses, whole thing, like holy shit. There's gonna be a guardian and a recluse. Megan Mint. Ow. Got knocked in the tail once again. But that's crazy. Yeah, I'll take that. Like, I will honestly take that. None of that hit him. Ow. Hello? Excuse me. Still went down the wrong tube. Oh. Oh, get out of here. Magma. I did my thing. That was cheating. Got the flash charge. Even though it's not really a thing for me, but I'll take it just for the less likely to be targeted, passive. This is what I hate about Knights Cowboys. Actually, hold on. The abductor version thing over here. Alright, now let's head over here where the recluse is. Hopefully give him a hand. They let me give you a hand. Bag. Oh, fuck. It's like the one time, and it's like it does the thing where it's like, oh, I can build. Give me some I can kind of want to be able to use compared to just getting a regular Civic Stone too. I honestly forget what the fuck these things are supposed to be. What boss comes from this. Wait. No, it don't work. We know it's rotted. There we go. Good dodging, sure. I got like 2 things that we have less likely to be targeted. Alright. That one. And then get the one over here. Oh, yeah. Okay, giant bubbles are one thing. Just try not to get caught in it. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. If the Guardian wants to do it, so be it. I'd rather just fucking fucking bitch. Come on, get up there. Jeez, how many fucking times I have to jump? God damn, I hate when that shit happens. Like, I thought my, like all of a sudden, like, everything just, you know, like, all my stream stuff just goes away. And I get, like, a blue screen, and then it turns back. There we go. Oh, fuck off. Seriously? Oh, fuck you! Great, I'm gonna get sent so far back. My God, dude. Well, failed attempt number 1, I guess. You know, too sad to leave, you know, like I tried my best to get her up, but I get knocked too. Fucking, yeah, it's like somehow on a random ass whim, you know, we get Nakateo once again, you know, and we're at the boss, we're at the boss area and all that, trying to build a kill it so that we can be able to get, you know, like the power and everything. And then, you know, like someone goes down and they just end up leaving. Like even though like I tried my best to get them up, but you know I can't both like focus on rezzing and dealing with a boss at the same time, a giant boss like that at the same time. You know, it's like, you know, unfortunately, like the Guardian, um, you know, the Guardian, you know, was fighting Augur, you know, Vader Augur or whatever, and man, I gotta say, like either RNG is in my is in my favor or something, because like holy shit. I know for a fact that I don't have Black Mateo, like, you know, I'm having to try to see if it's shifting earth. I'll take that for the item discovery. Question of the night is, will we be able to actually get progress done? What's the sword? Yeah, here's... Sensor P. Little prawn. A turtleneck. Fire pot. When I say get down, I mean get down. I mean, if I don't say it with words, I see it in, in action. Damn it. Kinda hoping that, like, someone will get on top of that. Holy shit, another one. Like, another one. We're gonna take the sword. I'll take the sword for now. That one, I don't mind. I'm gonna randomly text Bewitching Ranch. Fuck. I guess I'll do this right now. Because they're both, yeah, they're both poison, well, not poison, they both bleed, they're both basically great swords that have bleed on them. So for all I rent, I could serve me will. Open up, please. Ow. Where the fuck are they? They were over here. I thought they were there now. Gotta do a little thing there. See if I can still go to the church. Ow! Stop it. Oh, fuck off. You're not allowed to do that. I'd say if I somehow get lucky, I'd like to get like another colossal weapon or something. Like build Duo that that does holy, or if I have to, if I get lucky, that is, probably be like, oh, I can, just go to, I can maybe just like, just go to the, if I can remember where the fuck the damn, like if I can remember where the fuck the damn, thing is, to like dupe your weapons and shit, then I could probably be able to, somehow just do that, and maybe just like, just copy, like just dupe my, my +2, Great Axe for on Raider, and I could be able to have, 2 weapons. That would be whole event. And yeah, I'd say like it's kind of like a common thing, if you will, where if you get the Knuckle Tail shifting Earth, then like a lot of times people will often try and often a lot of times people will go there around like start of day 2 and everything, to like get like kill some bosses and hopefully get to the main area to get the power of the city. So that way, you and your team can get the auto revive and whatnot, when everyone's down. That was super popular with that. It's not too bad. Oh, you bitch. Get out of here. Why? Why did you fucking leave the world for? Oh my god, dude. Holy ground. America's hammer. Sure. Oh, I dodged that. And I could not move because I got stun locked. Ew. You're lucky you got fucking stunned. There we go. Oh. Great spear. Rise from near death, I need a single time and become more powerful for a short time. Just kinda wish I remember where the fuck you have to go in order to, do the whole thing with the duping. You know, if we can find that, then... Like, where the fuck is it? Oh wait, I think it's up here. So yes, now I got +2 of my starting weapon. They both have holy. So, ow. How did that not affect him? Heal. How that actually hit, I'll never know. Yep. Can't buy a fucking thing. So I cannot buy a blasted thing. Guess I managed to dupe my weapon. Well, it's a Raider and a Duchess. Oh, fuck off. Ow. Oh, come on, come on. I meant to do my retaliate thing. Ow! Ow! Nice. Oh my god, dude. Well, we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Well, once again, Another, another, another round in our books. Another day, another victory. Alright, I'm going to skip all that. Skip that. Skip the cutscene. Find out, see if I can message the Revenant, find out what the fuck was going on. And then, alright. Let's see. That's not bad. Sell that. Keep that for now. And sell that. Sell that. I think I'm gonna sell that one too. But yeah, I will say that was a little rough around the edges, but yeah, we got through it. So yeah. So yeah, we've done it. We've now beaten all the bosses once again as Raider. Um, got very lucky. Got very lucky, to somehow get Doclateo so many fucking times, even though it doesn't have like the shifting earth thing for it. But what can you do? You know. And thankfully, we didn't have to worry about using the power. So yeah, I don't know 100% for sure on this, but maybe the next time that I do a little, random revenge arc type thing, I might probably play around with Duchess or something, since she's like, my other little, character that I think I have, like, the majority of, built rollouts for, and all that. So, yeah. I still don't know why that fucking Revenant left like they did. Like for one, it's like they just, like they for some reason they're like just spamming the bejesus out of, like a church or something like that. And then, and then like while they were in the city, like they just somehow left. So, but what can you do? We got through it though. So I'm pretty happy about it. Now, I don't know 100% for sure on this because it's probably going to be a hot, it's probably going to be quite a while before it happens, but hopefully somewhere down the line, me and my friend Onyx can be able to do another little duo thing in Night Rain. We at most have a couple of ideas for like a couple more duo runs. Um, the first thing the one idea like he was wanting to kind of do was to do a little Duchess and Wilder run, which I think, if I remember correctly, from what I think he was saying, that he was wanting to do the thing where it was like, we somehow, I guess, we somehow just switch, from time to time. I don't know. I don't quite know why, other than maybe like, oh, maybe he wants to. I don't know, like for sure, 100% for sure, other than like maybe, like he wants to try and like maybe do more like some remembrances or something like that. I don't know. But, we'll just kind of have to, just, wait and see, I guess. Um, and then the other little thing that, we're going to be hopefully trying to do is, we're going to be trying to do a double onion raider thing. And, and even though, like, he might have his own little loadout, I might consider the fact of, like, trying to, um, I don't know, like, part of me thinking about considering the fact that, like, I might be, that guy, who tries to come in prepared, and all that. Like, even though, like, I do have my own little, even though, like, I do have my one little, loadout thing that I, might use from time to time, which is this right here. I might do a little thing of like, being the guy, who might, what am I gonna say? I might be the guy, who tries to, come prepared and, have something, that would, hopefully help out, in the quote unquote dire situations. So, yeah. But I don't know exactly as to when it's going to happen, because like I said, we're kind of, I guess you could say like right now we're kind of doing our own little thing, and stuff like that, and so we don't know exactly as to when we're going to be able to somehow get together and, do this, that, and the other, so. But, but yeah, like I think, hold on. Since I'm here, I might as well kind of like just look at this a little bit. So let's see. So I think there's like at least like four things of like things to worry about, like for effective weaknesses, for bosses. So it's holy, poison, fire, lightning. Holy, poison, fire, lightning. Um, and of course, there's the whole situation with Libra. Um, I'd say unless there's someone got like a madness weapon, then it's like, oh, I can just fucking bring something else, whatever. But let's see, so poison, fire, holy, lightning. This is my little loadout that I like to play around with when it comes to Wilder. Uh, yeah, holy. poison, fire, lightning. And yeah, I did kind of like, I did kind of change out the Guardian's Chalice a little bit. I think because originally I had it to where he had, I think it's like it was one of his remembrance relics. I think it was supposed to be like a thing for like his increased duration of character skill, but as I was looking at, but I was just like just be like, oh, maybe I can see what other stuff I got for that, and I happened to have found some that you know a bit better, I methinks. Yeah, so holy, poison frost, bleed, bleed poison, fire, infinity, lightning. Yeah, I'd say probably like for Revenant and Recluse. Um, I'd say probably for Revenant and Recluse, like I probably wouldn't be doing a whole lot with them, even though like I could, but it's just like because of how like like they're well, I know for Recluse, you can't both like do the thing that way, so but yeah, this is a little like loadout that I go for Recluse at most. I might think about a thing for our executor, but I don't really know. So, but but yeah, that that's pretty much that's pretty much like the characters that I have in mind, for like a little quote unquote revenge arc, to have like them start out with certain weapon or certain pretty much how like their weaponry start out with certain things or whatever. Now, I don't know for sure about how things are going to be for tomorrow. Because if I was going to be doing things on my normal time frame, I probably would do like Dead by Daylight. Because I believe that the next part of the 2v8 quest is going to be getting unlocked. But if I don't do that, then it'll probably either be like maybe like some more Batman. Maybe I might do some Heretic or Freedom 2 or something like that. I don't know. Because, like I said before, technically, like right now, I don't know exactly how my upcoming stream stuff is going to be. As far as like if I'm gonna be able to like stream during my normal time frame, or if I have to do it like at a later time or something like that. So I don't know. It's like I do not know. But yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to like just put everything all together. Like I'm just like you know Because even though I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm like a mind reader or something like that, but probably like people be saying, probably be like people be writing things like, oh, you're doing quite a lot of Night Rain, even though like you've beaten it and all that, and it's like, yeah, I guess you could say like it's become a random addiction. But I guess before I do my outro and everything, there is something I kind of wanted to talk about. Um, there's a part of me that kind of wants to, like, when I talk about the thing, that I want to have Onyx put it on a certain little channel of ours, but I don't know if he's wanting to do that because of how it's supposed to be like, oh, it's supposed to be like, like a podcast thing and all that, but I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of talk about this. So, let me just check the time frame. Alright, so quite recently-ish, mostly it was mostly around Halloween time. I had gotten an email from a guy I don't even know, never even heard of before. Oh, and apparently he was wanting to I don't know for sure, but like if this dude found out about like how I was you know doing my podcast thing with my friend Onyx, like I don't know if like if they were like I don't know if like they checked out my Twitch channel and saw that I had like a little thing promoting it, or if it was something else or if it was something else entirely. Maybe like they found like they found the actual YouTube channel itself, but then they somehow messaged me or something. I don't know. But I kind of wanted to say this because even though like I'm probably going to be bringing it up again in a random little podcast in the future, but for anyone who is like who is like a bookie or something like that in terms of like podcast stuff, I just kind of want to put it out there and say that I'm, while I appreciate the offers and everything, um, it's not really a thing that I'm currently, wanting to do. Like, because the one thing about it is that, this whole thing of the Balls of Steel podcast is kind of like a for fun thing, where like, basically, like, just like two friends ramble on about like nostalgia, maybe like like certain things in the past, or maybe talk about video games or something like that. And I know that there's like a lot of like a lot of podcasts, that can do do this, that, and the other. And I think I mentioned this in the reply email to the guy. But when it comes to the whole situation of podcasts, it's not really a thing that I'm going to be trying to do. Like, it's something I'm not really interested in because, for one, because like I know there's like a lot of podcasts that have like like a lot of topics and stuff like that, and basically if it's not a topic I can contribute to, then it's like, why bother even being on the podcast? And like I said before, um, like I pretty much just been doing this thing for fun. Like I said, just doing it for fun and all that. So if anyone happens to watch this or whatever, if you're in the podcast thing, like bookies or whatever, just randomly keep in mind that, like, again, while I appreciate any little random offer, I do not have any intentions to be in any other podcast type stuff, because it's just not really my thing. Like I said, unless there was like a certain topic or something like that, but otherwise then it's just like, nah. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, we are going to end here. We're going to try and see if we can raid someone. Because I like being able to rate people after my streams, whether it be during a normal time frame or at a later date or something like that. So, yeah. But if you enjoy what you saw today, though, and you watch this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub and all the usual good stuff. And feel free to follow me on Twitter. But until I see you all in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.